In general, when people use the term leash reactivity, they're talking about a dog that becomes overstimulated by something inside of their environment while they're on a leash. So pretty much it's that picture that you see where someone's trying to drag their dog away from something, but the dog's pulling at the end of the leash, barking and carrying on. Leash reactivity can be caused by any stressor inside of the environment. A stressor could be something as simple as an individual getting up off of a chair and relocating to the kitchen. There's been a change in the immediate environment, and so thus it's a stressor for the dog. Leash reactivity can be triggered by the presence of a brand new dog coming into the immediate area, as well as things running away, such as children on skateboards and bikes and stuff of that nature. No, there's not one breed that is more leash reactive than another. In fact, most of the breeds that you probably think are leash reactive really are not. So like your pit bulls, your German shepherds, your Dobermans, a lot of those dogs are very sound, stable animals, and we don't see a lot of leash reactivity out of them. Usually right before a dog becomes reactive at the end of the leash, you're definitely going to see an intense stare. You'll also notice a lack of engagement with the owner or handler. As far as like their body language while the dogs are doing staring, you'll often hear dogs whine. Sometimes you'll see very intense yawns. Often you'll see like a little prancing of the feet, and if their tail's wagging, usually it's more so just the end of the tail versus a whole butt wag. Leash reactivity is not something that's going to correct itself. It's something that you have to work on to improve. And if you don't work on leash reactivity, you're not going to be able to properly socialize your dog inside of our society. Well, the first thing that you've got to do is actually identify the situations in which your dog becomes leash reactive. Once you're able to identify those, the next big thing that you want to do is identify the dog's threshold, or how far from the actual object the dog can be before they become reactive. Once you've got those basic things down, your next step is to actually take the dog and start to teach them how to engage and obtain their attention while you're within the dog's threshold. So the main things that you want to keep in mind is that we've got 4 ways to work with your dogs, and those are pretty much food, toys, treats, or corrections. Basic obedience is pretty much the foundation to helping your dog overcome leash reactivity. The fact of the matter is basic obedience is great for all dogs, even a dog that does not have leash reactivity problems.
Ringo, sit. Yes, good boy, Ringo. Good boy.
More often than not, I find that leash reactivity can be cured with basic obedience, positive reinforcement, and proper handling. But if you're noticing that your problem persists, you definitely need to call a professional and get someone in there to help you out. Leash reactivity could potentially be a dangerous situation. If you've got a dog that's stronger than you and you're in a crowded area, you definitely run a chance of something very bad happening. If you give a dog a correction while they're being reactive at the end of the leash, there's a chance that they can redirect the aggression back to you. I'm in the business of keeping good dogs in good homes. As dog owners and fosters, it's our responsibility to help dogs with behavioral issues such as leash reactivity. Through raising awareness and proper education, we can help more dogs find their forever homes.